a lot of people really struggle with poor body image, and they know that they do it, they know that it's not good for them, but for some reason they don't seem to be able to stop themselves, and they don't know why they do it. So here's why. Now, at its very core, the intention that's driving the behavior is actually trying to provide you with something that's really important and useful for you. So there's a number of examples that I could give here, but I'll just give you one example to illustrate the point that I'm making. So let's say it's years ago, you're still very young, you're still finding your place in the world, developing as a person, and you're still figuring out how to meet your needs. And in terms of your needs, you recognize that you need a sense of social support and connectedness. So you desperately want to fit in and to be accepted. You also have a need to feel important or special or worthy or significant in some way. So you really want to stand out. And then thirdly, at some point, chances are you also wanted an intimate relationship. So you wanted a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And so based on your values, on your beliefs, on your understanding of yourself, your understanding of other people, your understanding of the world, at that time when you were that age, being pretty or beautiful or good looking was the most important ingredient in satisfying all of those needs. And everything that you were exposed to, from TV to magazines to music videos and so on, all pointed to the fact that when you're pretty, people like you, people accept you, people talk to you, people play with you. When you're pretty, people look up to you, you're important in some way. And when you're pretty, you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And so then the next step, you then ask yourself, am I pretty? Am I good looking? Am I beautiful? And how do you do that? Well, then the next step, you start comparing yourself. You start comparing yourself to other people. And very often you end up comparing yourself to these phenomenal ideals of, the latest music video, Hollywood superstars, catwalk models, the cover of magazines, Instagram models, depending on your age and so on. And then the second step of the process, and this is one of the key elements to the process of developing poor body image, is that you then started looking out for reasons why you might not be pretty so that you can fix them. And so then you start asking yourself, okay, what's not pretty about me? What are my flaws? What's not good enough? And eventually you train yourself through repetition so much that behavior then just becomes automatic. And before you go looking in the mirror, you're already asking yourself the question, how bad are my arms today? And then when you look in the mirror, guess what you notice? And then after you finish looking in the mirror, guess what you continue to focus on and think about all day long? And so purely through repetition, you train your brain to only focus on specific things and delete everything else. And so these one or two little things all of a sudden get blown monstrously out of proportion, but that becomes your entire world, the only thing that matters, the only thing that you can think about. And a lot of people believe that, if I learn to totally and completely love and accept myself, then I'll no longer be motivated. I won't be committed to change. I won't be motivated to improve myself physically. Now, I've talked at length about how, in fact, the exact opposite is true. So I'm not going to relabor and rehash that point out. The main message that I want to get across in this video is to focus on the core intentions that are driving the behavior in the first place. So in the example that I just gave, the intentions were to have a sense of social support and connectedness, to feel unique and important and special, and to have love and intimacy in your life. But the trouble is that the vehicles that you've been relying upon to satisfy those needs are based on the beliefs and the understanding of a 12-year-old. So it's time to update your model. It's time to find new ways and more evolved ways, shall we say, of meeting your needs.